Welcome to the CEO's blog for this week. Not very much on COVID-19. With the change of protocols, we're in a holding pattern as we wait for the government to decide what they are actually doing with crowd sizes. We'll get that information through in the next few days, and we'll get that out to the clubs because it's very important that we maximise the opportunities we have over the Christmas New Year period. But until then, just please remember your social distancing and your good hygiene practices, because they're the things that can really drag us out of this pandemic. Highlights of the week this week commenced with Young last Friday night, where Alta Equus was a winner for breeder owner Barry Allen, trained by Bernie Hewitt and driven by daughter Gemma. At Newcastle, Josh Gallagher drove a treble with Pay Me Overs for Kerry Ann Morris, Spunky's playing up for Darren Ray, and Dreamed the Dream for Kevin Pizzuto. Bob Wheel joined the 100 Club on Saturday night at Tabcorp Park Menangle for owners Rex Horn and Leon Jerd when the horse won at 100 to 1. There have been 5 winners at better than 100 to 1 in New South Wales since June. Craig Cross trained a winning treble, and Cameron Hart and Luke McCarthy both landed doubles at the meeting. At Dubbo on Sunday, Graham Betts won a third of the races with Coppity Castle and Dinosaurus Rex. On Monday night, Brad Hewitt won the Canberra Derby with Rockin' with Elvis, and also the Leslie Redmond Memorial with Catamac. Jack Trainer landed a winning double as both the trainer and driver at Menangle Park on Tuesday with Every Second Counts and Chrissy's Chick. At Wagga on Tuesday night, Amy Day was the star, training and driving Irvine and driving Shuby's Charm for her father Neil. In what was almost a triple dead heat, Dawn of a New Day and Shadow Affair couldn't be separated, whilst Heavenly Wisdom was the barest of margins behind in third place at Riverina Paceway. At Bathurst on Wednesday night, Steve Turnbull trained a winning double with Major Bracken driven by Mitch Turnbull for owner John Starr and Windy Hill Wally. Dean Chappell landed a double at Tamworth yesterday afternoon with Peggy Stardust, owned by his wife Julie, and Bree, which is owned in partnership with Julie as the manager. Greg Coney also landed a winning double as a trainer with Better Than Spraying and Casino Comedy. Last night at Penrith, to close the week, Brian Portelli had a winning training treble with Watching You Dream, driven by Josh Gallagher, Catch a Shuby and Magnifico to Watch, both driven by Robbie Morris. But the absolute highlight of the week must go to Rod Crow and the committee of the West Wyalong Harness Racing Club, who secured a sizable funding grant from the New South Wales Government Resources for Regions scheme through local member Steph Cook to improve the harness racing facilities at West Wyalong. These include solar lighting to assist with the training of horses at night, which will be especially handy in the hot months ahead. So well done, Rod. Now we can discuss those extra meetings in 2022. Last Sunday at Dubbo, the Owners Association bonus races concluded, and what a wonderful promotion this is for owners in New South Wales who are members of that association. In total, $19,000 in cash was distributed by the Owners Association to their members, and $24,000 in credits for the APG sales in 2021 to those winning owners as well. Whilst the promotion is over for this year, I encourage all owners to join this very proactive association who are out there doing things for owners in New South Wales. Coming to Harness Racing New South Wales, putting worthwhile and very well thought out measures to us to see what we can do to help them. The biggest winner, though, out of the bonuses this year was Lex Crosby. So well done, Rex. You've collected $1,000 cash and $1,500 in credits at the Australian Pacing Gold Sale. So hopefully we'll see you there next February, March, buying up big. With November ending, the Racing for Prostate Cancer Research Month has also come to an end. Great work done by Tabcorp Park Menangle, and I must compliment Katie Butt for all the work she did in pushing this promotion. In total, $6,625 was raised by donations from Club Menangle, Tab, a host of other affiliate supporters of the very worthy cause. Harness Racing New South Wales will top that 6,625 up to 10,000, and that money will go to the prostate cancer research. And of course, next February, March, we move back into Team Teal. And our Katie Dumacy, she will be driving that one. Last year we raised over $30,000 for cancer research, ovarian cancer research for Team Teal. So next year we'll be out to eclipse that number, and with the assistance of all you wonderful people in harness racing, we can absolutely do that. By the responses or the photos submitted this week, we're right in the midst of the foaling season. And this week we have 2 cracking examples of foals that will make it to the track, I am sure, because they're so well bred, they're so well looked after, and they really look the goods. The first is a 2-day-old filly by $1 Million Cam from Sasha, owned by the Webb family. Jimmy and Therese are especially proud of the filly, which is homed at Yirribee Stud, as she is a sister to multiple winner Jack's Last Hurrah. And as you can see, the mares and foals are certainly looked after by Rod, Di and Roger at Yirribee. The second foal is a striking colt by trotter My High Expectations from the New South Wales Oaks winning mare Our Dolly Wood, sent in by Darren Ray from Madari Lodge. Our Dolly Wood also won the South Australian Trotters Cup and over $100,000 in prize money for a best time of 1:58.7, and has been bred back to My High Expectations this year. The faith that Darren and the owners show in breeding back to this wonderful trotting stallion shows that there is a future for trotting in New South Wales. Every Tuesday at Menangle there are races being run. Also, Canberra have come on board and running races every meeting that they have. Next year we'll move into Trots New South Wales. This year it was wonderful. The support given, I believe, by Harness Racing New South Wales in running that $30,000 3-horse 2-year-old race really proves that we are fully behind trotting in New South Wales. So if you can breed paces, you can also breed trotters, and I encourage you to take up that opportunity if it's given to you. And to close the week, tomorrow night at Tabcorp Park, Menangle, the New South Wales harness racing industry Standardbred Rehoming Company will be launched. And all credit getting harness racing in New South Wales to this point must go to the directors of the new company, headed up by Peter Nugent with the strong support of Mari Neal, Michael Brown, Julie Morn, Robert Marshall and Dennis Conroy. These people have worked diligently over the last 12 months to make sure that this company delivers a very attractive rehoming policy for our industry. And tomorrow night, Robbie Morris will be the first to wear the standout company colours in races, but other activities such as a parade of retired horses will take place with the assistance of the Standardbred Pleasure and Performance Horse Association. Horses parading will be Glenbourne Star, Mark Glendenning, Bronski Desire, Aeneas Beachley, Royal Remington, Sarah Steele, Stitched Up, Judy Frisbee, Can Touch This, Megan Warwick, Callie, Jenny McLean, Diamond Park Khaleesi, Rachel Barishko, and Rachel, I hope I got that right, Got Back What's Mine, Jess Townsend, Artistic Flight, Diamond Park Standardbreds, Hawk Owl Rob Marshall, Good Job Liz Hillman, and finally Mouse in the House, Kate Fitzgibbon. These horses were successful on the racetrack, including Group 1 winners, but off the track they have been winners at the Royal Canberra and Sydney Royal Easter shows, in the buggy being ridden and in the lead classes. Many of these horses also compete in the SPHHA off-the-track championships around the state, which culminate at Paceway Tamworth each year. Everyone involved deserves a very, very special thanks from the entire industry for the great work they have done and the great work they will do with retraining and rehoming our wonderful standardbreds. That's it for the week. Enjoy your harness racing, and whatever you do, be positive about this great sport that we have.